Oh, see, okay, that explains it. You know what? I think we can kinda beat it, but it will take a while, because we probably... Wait, we could go with Nissa. Man, if we draw... Man, we can actually play Nissa on the next turn and get rid of this. If they cannot play anything into the board, this is nice, but the Anchorage will be... Man, Anchorage will actually kill Nissa. She will be at 3, -1 gives 2 loyalty, and this is exactly 2 damage. So, man, we have the answer, but is it worth it? I don't think we need this one. Even though I love surveilling, bro, we are drawing way too many lands. Like, we actually drew only lands this game. So let's go. Oh, I wish there... Man, if not Anchorage, we would be absolutely set for this game. But here we might have some issues. So the reason I'm going for this play is mostly that if they go for the Anchorage, which they should probably, this means we get free turn. And I think that's, you know, that's the best we can do. Please don't touch your Anchorage. Alright, I'm kind of okay with this. Is that white? Yeah, this is a white artifact. So we are getting Nissa back later. Man, I'm pretty happy with this exchange. Like, honestly. And they lost the synthesizer. Hydra is a nice draw in all honesty. This can deal so much damage. We'll draw it, discard a land, and we can play Ugin on the next turn. So this drop is super important because we can play Ugin into this board on the next turn. And we can get Nissa as well. Man, this is perfection. Do we really want the Hydra? How much I care? I honestly don't super care about it. We already ramped. So I can shuffle. And this is absolutely amazing play for us. Not only our opponent invested quite a lot. Let's go for green. Invested quite a lot into trying to, you know, make this play. Look, 2 lands are permanently tapped. So they just lost 2 mana for no reason. And we actually got ramped even with this. And I'll be honest, there is a chance the next draw will be better. If we hit Kaya or Sam... Okay, this is the problem. This is the first card that actually matters a lot. Oh, the pain. I need to send him some love. Like, our opponent absolutely needs it. This was like the Sloth hit, alright? Absolute whiff in every way. Absolutely 2 unusable cards. So I feel for my opponent. And honestly, this completely whiffed their whole game plan. And now we play Ugin. Yep. We exile this. It is an artifact, but it's not Chorus. It's a white artifact. Which means we get double Planeswalkers. And you know what? We don't even need to care about this. Like, this does nothing. Sure, they will get a lot of life gain, but our creatures are pretty decent. And we could... Yeah, let's draw a card. Life gain doesn't matter too much, but if the game reverses for some reason, and they start having synthesizers, life total might matter. This is fine. As long as they do stuff like this, we are okay. We just don't want card advantage. And now it's too late. They didn't use this display when they could. We can add to the board with Goldvein Hydra. Oh man, now we are doing it. Man, the art is so cool on this one. Like, art in Magic is just amazing. Let's go for more. Nothing really to remove, so we can just keep pumping. They will get the life gain, so it will slow our kill way more. But I think it's still okay. Hydra cannot attack on this turn. I think we take more cards then. I think we take more cards. And I will still go for the Hydra, because that will probably force a sweeper. We cannot attack, because authority. But it's fine, because it adds to the board on the next turn. So our opponent, if they go for Anchorage play, they are falling so behind, man. Like, they need to make, like, better play right now. They will fish for United Battlefront, their best card, trying to hit Synthesizer and something that triggers Synthesizer. So they can get back into the game. But with Nissa in board, it's very hard, because we can answer every one of them. So as you can see, they are tapping fully just to sweep the board, and we actually grow our Planeswalkers with this. Yep. So as you can see, they will take extra life gain for a while. It will, you know, like, we'll get them, but not now. I guess I could exile one of them, but I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest. I will just keep drawing cards and getting more and more stuff, because our deck should be, at this stage of the game, probably better. Alright, we go for another Hydra, right? We will force them to sweep every turn. I could also go for this and transform it, but it kills my board, so it's not worth it. Okay, we will go with this one. It gives them tons of life gain. Tons of life gain. So it's probably not worth the Offspring, but I will Offspring so I can make sure that our opponent, reacts to it. So this will be 6 life gain. Like, we need to get them out of those 3 cards, and suddenly they won't have answers anymore. Day of Judgments might still be good. So far, yeah, like at some point they will hit those Simulacrums. Yeah. We probably want more Ugins so we can exile stuff easily. This is probably what we are aiming for. I honestly don't remember if we have, Okay, I'm not highlighting it. How many artifacts we have? I actually didn't pay too much attention. So they get the first construct, but that's kinda it so far. Alright, what do? Chorus, non-land cards. I actually don't know. I should probably get the Vault at the end step, but I'm focused on this board. Oh, they missed the Braided Net trigger, which means we can go for this. They needed to tap our Planeswalker at the upkeep, then it cannot use abilities. Yeah, they went for a creature, which is probably not the right choice here. Alright, only 2 to go. Without Synthesizer, this deck doesn't work. So if you only hit this, they are kinda hopeless. Even with United Battlefront, they won't, do too much. So we could get rid of the creature. I think this is the best play. And we can start draining them on the next turns, which will help to battle the Authority. And that's why we are not hitting Authority, we are only hitting the board. Oh man, I actually stole it. Well, it turns out we have more artifacts than our opponent. Don't ask me how. Should I ultimate and realize that we have no targets? I actually don't think we have targets, but I'm not sure. Maybe we have. Thank you. Alright. We outvalued them. Well, that changes ever. So I was thinking that I'm playing against some weird Atraxa 8 Reanimator or Ramp. And in that case, we don't need removal and stuff. But here, you know what? I need a land. I really want to play stuff on the next turns. I should probably get rid of one of the big Planeswalkers, to be absolutely fair with you guys. But do I have the strength to waste cool value? This can steal a creature. This can only kill a creature, but this has to minus. I actually want Ugin more. Alright, so far, I just realized that we don't have mana to play both. It's fine. Do I want lands? I actually kinda do. But we'll probably draw them naturally. So I will play this. As a blocker, guys, this is probably one of the most annoying cards you have never seen in your life. I've made the whole deck with this card, and I played it, I tested it, and I scrapped it, alright, myself. And you've never seen this deck, and it was a cool deck. I played a cool game against the elves. Giada. Font of Hope. So that was one of the reasons I was so, excited to showcase you this deck. Sure, of course, why wouldn't you have it? But let's see what they go through. Perfect. Man, this actually protects our side of the sweep. Oh, they are so dead. Bro, they are so dead right now. They will get this 3 damage, but basically nothing more. I actually don't want to cycle. Like, my hand is just perfect, man. Thanks. And I get the wall and they get nothing. Now I play the land, and to be honest, I don't need it. Like, we need control over the game. I know Authority seems great. They might have red in this deck, so that's a little bit concerning. That might allow haste. But generally, you want cards that, do something right now. Alright, we didn't hit a land, so no Ugin, unfortunately. Sure. And we probably don't want to burn the treasure. If I play Eternal Wonder, I cannot go for Ugin anymore. What do you do exactly? I cannot block. So I need to pay mana for blocking. I honestly think it's fine. I think we play this, and we make... Yep, you guessed it. A wall. This time in blue. Alright, so let's see. This can be a little bit harder than I anticipated if they have like higher cost angels, especially with red. but I hope it's good enough. So I'm using Collector's Vault just so we get more treasures, so even if we whiff on the land, we are guaranteed to hit Ugin. So I most likely will cycle whatever I draw. I don't think we'll hit better cards than this. I will. And yes, I will pay mana. Here you go, here's your mana point. I hope it was worth it. And by the way, this doesn't take combat damage. This can literally block even a red creature. I know. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is in the world anymore. So let's go for this, make a treasure, and see what the card is. Well, that's an easy discard. Okay, so if we play Ugin, we cannot block, but they deal no damage, so it's fine. Let's go. Unless they have a haster. I think we should be okay. So if they have like 5 mana red angel with haste, that creates a lot of stuff if a lot of angels is attacking, just a random thought, we might be in some trouble. However, we could go for +0. In which case we can cycle a card. You know what? This is the weirdest play ever. And you know what? I think it's the correct one. Because now we translate this to actual mana points. And now we can block, which means that Ugin is way harder to kill right now. I think protecting Planeswalker is just so worth it. And 2 loyalty isn't the biggest difference because their haste angel is like 5/5 or I don't remember the stats. And they're out because they cannot go through. Man, do you remember when this was the best red 1-drop? And this is something I was thinking for a long time. Like, look at this. We'll chill, so our opponent can play. This was, for a long time, the best 1-drop, and they played it when the mid-hook was on, if I recall. And this is a 1-mana 1/1 with haste, flying, and the downside. Basically, you know, it cannot block. It also has good ability for the future. Do we go with the Hydra? Sorry. The rant will continue after I play the Hydra. Yeah, I think Hydra is kinda okay here. But it will be better next turn and we have nothing to ramp into. So I don't think it's worth it. If I had a card that we can play on the next turn, I would go for the Hydra. But here it just doesn't make too much sense. So yeah, this is basically a 1-drop that was good enough at some point. And compare it to like current 1-drops, like Hero Mouse for example. Like, they're not on like same world basically. Like, this card is so much weaker than that. And this is actually a mono-red player that tries to play something interesting. I think this is the first moment to sweep. I think we have to. Do you give white mana? Yep. I mean, Fabled Passage is a little bit better here. I will go for the blue mana just to make sure that we can play everything. In case we draw a Fog Bank. Let's go. Let's sweep the board right now so they don't have 3 creatures. And this deals damage whenever they play something, right? Okay, when they cycle, so it's like a cycle deck. Yeah, so the red 1-drops went from this to like 5/5 double striking mouse that grows and hits your face when you kill it. So, by the way, when you kill this, it actually is dead. At least, you know, when they don't reanimate it. But it's a different story. I think we go with the Hydra on this turn, which means we play untapped land. And by the way, those cards were still good. Like, this is basically like a baseline for a red aggro card. It's 1-drop with haste that does something. Our opponent is definitely still in the game, and the artillerist will continue hitting our face. If we want to play the Glyphbridge, then our opponent saves the creature, and we do not, and we cannot use the treasures, so we actually don't have place. Alright, that hurt. Alright, and this is on ground as well. I think this was something they drew, right? Because the ordering was kinda wonky. Oh man, I could leave them with only Chick. In all honesty, I think this is the best play probably. Can I get Kaya? Okay, one of the big guys. Obviously you want to attack. I think this is Glyphbridge. Then we choose the Chick. We lose the Hydra, but they only have the Chick. I think it's worth it. Yeah, this one is this. I guess that create. To be fair, I kind of forgot about the passive, but they need triple creatures, so I don't think they will get it. They can pay the mana, but they probably won't have 2 hasters on this one turn. The flyer will be annoying, but I hope it won't scale as fast, so we can survive it. Man, if that was a mouse, we would probably be dead by now. Kiora. Alright, this is a scary creature. We probably will be forced to exile it. But then we can Glyphbridge on the next turn, when it's back, and then sweep everything except the cheek. I really like this play. So we go for this. Oh, we could play both at the same turn. Do we want to? Man, this could be an interesting play. So then I sweep the board and already make a samurai. This feels really good. However, we can do it later, and I hope they will add to this board. I think we will get one more creature if we wait. Nope. We take only like 6 and 7 mana Planeswalkers at this point, or something that allows us to draw it. So right now they can only attack with one creature, even with Monstrous Rage. Phoenix Chick won't kill the Wanderer, and if they have more creatures they can only attack with one. Then we go for Glyphbridge, we can exile the Chick, and we should have full control over the game. And when we hit Kai... Oh, this is an artifact? Okay, they need to cycle something right now to get the value, because this will be the next card we will exile. And as you can see, Chick is doing a fair work, man. Like, it doesn't need to be better. It's still a decent creature, especially when Swift Spears are around. Like, they're such a powerful card. So, let's see, our opponent can discard 2 cards, get 3 damage to our face, and draw a card, probably. I think that's what they will do. This is kinda interesting, because they can try to cycle cards in between the Emperor triggers. So this is probably what they're going for. However, I think we can go around stuff. Okay, let's first go for the Glyphbridge. Okay, no instant, that is also important. The choice is automatic, because we have only one way to play this. I think we go for this. We're not making the samurais, however, we are making this. And I hope this will be good enough. Because now they will let's go for this guy. I didn't realize that we were so close, like, this was exactly the amount of treasures, not a Planeswalker. Alright, so let's see. Our opponent needs to go through the flyer. If they cast something, they cannot attack. If they attack, they cannot cast spells. So maybe we can... Oh, they are reading. Alright, I can respect the reader. Alright, so I think our opponent is waiting for Monument. And this is how we get it. Alright, this should be nice. Let's play land, shall we? Do I want to exile something? We're at 8. But I think this will speed up the lethal way more. So we first go for this. We attack, and then we see our opponent can deal 3 damage.
Keep your eyes sharp.
This is a little bit scary, to be honest, but I think we still go for the play. Like, we kill the monument, so they won't get the maximum value out of this. We pay all the green mana, so we don't need to pain ourselves. We definitely don't want to. And let's get rid of this artifact. I should probably count my forest, because we have surprising amount, 4, 5. So I could pump it to 10, but fortunately we didn't miss the lethal. Alright, and they exiled 1 card. I thought they will cycle, so this is kinda good news for us, and I think with this probably we will win. I think they probably won't burn 8 without the monument. With monument it would be super easy, you just need to triple cycle at the end step, on their turn, and at our upkeep. So I expected 9 damage in total, and that is something that could kill us. But without monument, that's kinda gone. Like, they need to actually go through the board now. And Burst Lightning is too expensive, so it's not worth it right now. However, if they go Monstrous Rage into like Burst Lightning, this could be a lethal, but it feels that they're playing a different version. Alright, that's Mishra's command, and they killed the... They could not attack. Okay, that was an interesting interaction. Let me read it exactly, how it works. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, they cannot attack you or planeswalkers you control this turn. I think this is permanent effect, even if it dies, right? Because they cast it before the combat phase, and I'll be honest, I would make the same misplay. I actually didn't realize that it's not how it works. So what we will do here is get rid of the creature, because we already have the winning board. We'll play the Fog Bank in case of any attackers. And I should still count... Yeah, let's go for the ultimate. Oh, now we don't have the ultimate. Alright, we'll do it on the next turn. And we can actually flip it, because it's highlighted. I would also miss it, but... Oh, I have no art. I have one in the graveyard. This is the graveyard one. Because you can craft with artifacts in the graveyard. So even though we don't kill our opponent yet, it should be like this. They cannot go through this board. They literally need to burn us directly. And Nissa kinda won this game. Alright guys, we are going second, but this is the one time I don't mind being on the draw, because we actually have everything we need. We can sweep the board, which means that being on the draw, as long as you survive to turn... Oh my god, I might regret those words instantly. Wow, just no priority, just try to do the thing. So what can we do? We can go for the Vault or go for the Hydra that ramps us into a sweeper one turn faster. Guys, this is the weirdest play of my life, and I'm going for it. 1 mana ramp. This is our Llanowar Elves. I can actually block this. I want them to use Monstrous Rage, because that means, like, we are getting hit by it anyway. It's not like it won't happen, you know? And we are... Okay, Slick Shot is... Okay, this is better. So we block this. Bro, we are actually at 20, and we might even stay at 20. Oh, this is a good card, but we'll keep it for later. So we could already use the treasure, or we can ramp, but we don't have double green unless we burn the treasure. This is a lot of damage, but it's not perfect yet. The Menace will be absolutely annoying because we'll have one creature to block this one. This one can block everything without basically taking damage. But we cannot double block it. So this is interesting. Day of Judgment is the obvious play, but is this the best play? Very often they don't have too many creatures. I will try to play into it. And we take some damage as the punishment for killing the red creature, which we rightfully deserve. Like, if you kill red creatures, like, bro, just take your loss, alright? So I hope they don't have another creature, because if you ever play this deck, you know that they have bigger problems with hitting creatures than you can imagine. Like, it's not hard, it's not easy for them. I think we go with the Overlord. The faster we flip it, the better. And we need to recover before our opponent, you know, recovers, basically. We have Wanderer, so that would help. If we top deck a land from the top that is untapped, we can already play the Wanderer. Otherwise, we just go with the Bank and Collector's Vault. The first creature will get instantly pumped, so we won't get too much value out of this. Let's go with this, see what the top card is. Maybe we want to draw it. It's not a bad card, but we need full mana for this one, so I think we just go... Yep, our opponent just doesn't have patience to play this game. Alright, so we are going first with a lot of doors, and guys, it will either go great or horribly. One of those two. It's like we are not going in between in this game. I will still play it. We can play double 2-drop if we have to. And every time we ramp with those doors, it's actually super nice. Alright. I can play the Overlord and see what happens. This also gives them next target, which means that the doll can survive. Oh man, this is a good card. I'm too greedy. I cannot say no to my Vault, alright? Like, this card fixes everything if you have bad draws. Sacrifice this creature, so we need to tap for this. Interesting. So this will be a mono-white Forge, it seems. Sorry, mono-white talent deck. I think we could go Fabled Passage and Eternal Wanderer on this turn, because we double ramped. Man, this is actually insane. We have double white, so we can play it. We probably want the island, just in case we, you know, get something wild. Guys, I mean, this is a play. This is a play. I think it's turn 4 Eternal Wanderer. Our opponent played 3 lands this game, so this is insane ramp. I told you, there's no in-between. Either it will go great... Stop touching my Emperor. It will go great or horribly, and we do not know which one is it. If we can get untapped land, we can play Ugin. Alright, we didn't really hit, unfortunately. But that... Man, this is actually really good. You know what? I will tap blue mana. I don't think we'll play the Fog Bank, even if we hit it. That's a card. You know, just saying, it's a card. That means we probably want to play Collector's Vault. It's kinda interesting to be aggressive with the doll. They don't have enough mana for Sunfall, so this could only be Day of Judgment. I think we just swing with this guy. No, we attack with both. I want to pressure. Because if they answer those creatures, they won't answer anything more. And I kinda still don't want to sacrifice. So the breaking point for my strategy was that I don't want to sacrifice it. That is so good, man. Love it, love it. That means our Planeswalkers are safe, probably. Yeah, you can see that we are overwhelming. Look, they don't have time to use this talent. They cannot play the cake or anything because they are so far behind. And we are ramping like absolute madmen. Now we can steal the talent. Alright, and with this play we take away their only upside that they had. And with this I wouldn't be surprised if they scoop. Bro, now we are getting... This is, you know... I can copy itself, I think, right? Because it's a token. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed those games and we have something to talk about regarding this deck. I will tell you everything, but first, our absolute legend for today is none other than Decomposed, our first patron, and I cannot thank you enough, my friend, also for your positivity and always being awesome. So this deck is for you, I hope you like it. And about this deck, so this deck actually went 6-0 in some of the, you know, this Wizards deck list at Magic GG, and I just had to try it. And to be fair, this was a bit inspiration for the Orzhov video that I believe you have seen yesterday. I was like, alright, let's make an Orzhov version and then I will aim for this one because I wasn't sure if I want to showcase it. However, there were some cards that just basically sold me on this deck. However, that being said, even though that it went 6-0 in best of 3 for me, it wasn't like this. I think we ranked up first and then we deranked, so it depends on your dose completely. And we are not playing too much removal, which I think is like the biggest deck weakness. So I still wouldn't play it for best of 1. However, this is a very interesting way to use so many different Planeswalkers, and if you are like me, you just need excuse to play all of them in the same deck. And to be honest, the deck performed better than I expected. However, cards, I will mention you a few cards that I didn't personally like. So Fogbank is a card that I personally love, and I'm pretty sure when I was playing Paper Magic as a teenager, I think I used this card in paper. I'm not super sure, but this is the type of effect that a wizard, alright, a control player just absolutely loves. Your opponent cannot attack you, so you can cast your spells. However, every time I play this card, it's actually not good enough and it can die to a single burst lightning. So if your opponent doesn't have it, it's great, but otherwise it dies quickly and also trample goes around it. So that's the biggest weakness, you know, the Monstrous Rage as always. So I would not play this, especially that this is basically the only blue card, so you splash the full core for it. It's not super hard because you have Fabled Passage, you have all the triumphs, so it's kinda natural, and also Overlords. Those are the cards you want to play anyway, and Collector's Vault and the Doll. So not the biggest investment, but I still don't think it's worth it. It's probably better to just put 4 removal spells that are black or white. And the Glyphbridge is very wonky. I probably wouldn't go with it. I would just play normal sweepers and more removal and stuff like this. But some of the cards were performing better than I expected. No, not you. The Goldvein Hydra actually makes sense in this deck because it fixes all your mana. You have probably enough early game just to cast it for like 5 mana or something. And because it has Vigilance, it can always block, so it's very easy to just trade against something and ramp into this. So guys, even though it's not like the most competitive deck, it kinda was fun to play. I liked it, I enjoyed it, and this is a way to play a lot of Planeswalkers that maybe you don't see too much. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and also before we wrap up, thank you to all the patrons that are helping to make content like this. You guys are absolutely awesome. I couldn't thank you enough as always, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a fun one. So yeah, that's it for today, and see you guys tomorrow.